their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Running on first down, Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown! Jonnu Smith hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early. And I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go, here we go. One, Omaha. Hey, gun.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
They talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Hurts throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Eckler will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he
bullshit,
bro. And now it's fourth down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On third down, here's Ekeler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Get a stop, D.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Pass
what the fuck?
Pickens with it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work,
this
partner.
is trash, man.
Right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're
can't play
right
no D
now.
on this shit.
Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot
they going for 2 and everything.
In this situation, this time,
shit crazy.
I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more
yeah.
attempts at running.
All right, I'm gonna find me some cheese.
May bear out that
Find me some cheese, boy.
will at least be the
Really?
equal of throwing it in that situation.
Soon I find some cheese. Look at this shit out.
Here we go, here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, gun. 2.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one, but incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place.
Oh, playing the ball 10 fucking yards, bro.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Shit trash as fuck.
Hawk 70.
On 1st down, Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they start at their own 24-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. this. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by London. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
Hey, fellas, it's a known fact. I can't do nothing with the blitz. Can y'all stop blitzing every fucking play, bro? God
They're
damn.
on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now back to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come.
Y'all niggas don't got a mic blitz every play against me, man. No ball, man. God damn.
Coach in the sidelines going to talk to the signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Hurts. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but now it's 3rd and goal. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Going quickly out to the right side. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
21.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger. 79 Broncos.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Completes it right side to Cooper. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Chiefs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
An 8-yard loss. Brings up 4th down.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. This offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Yeah, this shit crazy.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against
I'll figure this shit out, man.
With his talent, you would expect
I need to play all my games, man. See what niggas be doing a little bit.
They come up
Gotta pick the blitz side though, man. Nigga kicking my ass with that shit.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flushed out right. Toward the end
Pick
zone.
the ball low.
Wind up incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown!
Ooh.
Van Jefferson
From 6 yards away.
And the Chiefs continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line.
Oh, turn 2 on, nigga. Third quarter, man. Come on, man.
Charles, they've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Alert!
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Shit, I'm trying to hit that
Defense just
pin.
continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Broncos nothing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Man, down there, man. Get on 2K, man. Down there, man. Dog. Straight up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21, 21.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. White, white, white.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here we go,
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
On the draw, Gainwell. And he'll work down inside the 45.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Garoppolo. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really? Should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this one. No, okay.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a 1st down as well.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive.
They go
really put much
54-0. Running spinner.
As you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably
54-0 cut. They ran a spinner cut.
Drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Play action. Garoppolo rolling to his left. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for KC. 51 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get